Mhm, mhm, mhm. Mm. Okay, and then this is probably like the most cheesy thing I've ever made, but I kind of like it. Parsnip head. Parsnip. I'm not. Liquid Death. Fuck. I could use some fucking Liquid Death right now. I'm gonna go to the shield thread, I think. Hold on. I wonder if it would still sound okay at 180. Breakcore speeds. Eh, no. But I think it going a little faster is probably better. Let's try 160. Yeah. Mm. Mm. I think 150 is probably the sweet spot. Yeah, 130 is what we'll keep it at. No. Yeah, none of these, I think. No. Nah, this isn't doing it. I really don't like this fucking thing. Sorry. Well, fuck it. Flex is good enough. Good enough. Good enough for government work. Good enough for me. I like turnip head. Uh, I'm not making content right now. I'm just kind of sitting here quietly. Frick. Mm, uh, what am I looking for again? I'm looking for something right now, and I can't show stream. Hold on. Ugh. Oh yeah, where is Parsniped? There he is. Oh yeah, I wonder if my whatchamacallit got any videos or any views. I released a YouTube short. I'm gonna check. Probably got zero content shorts. What the fuck? It's somewhere else, isn't it? Is it on Clips? It is on Clips. God damn it. It's literally going to the wrong spot. Mother trucker. Alright, I'll fix that later, I think. And I can't stop thinking about you. That's pretty good.
Just get to Pokemon. First one to a actual Pokemon video wins from the homepage. Top 8.
Okay.
All right. Among Us. Oh, I just need to get to. All right, new jailbreak mod Among Us.
I've said this before, but
Oh, this is gonna work. Wait, give me the toast. Just keep clicking.
dudes, welcome to a new Among Us game mode. This is Cops and Robbers.
Among Us.
And of course, we're back with Among Us. This time with another role.
Jesus Christ, how many roles are there in Among Us? New embarrassing mod in Among Us. This is 1 day ago. 2.3 million views. Who said Among Us is dead?
So today in Among Us, our mom is trying to embarrass us.
Yeah, you can relate, I assume. Good to bad in Among Us.
So today in Among Us, we're gonna be bad. This is good to bad.
What the fuck?
So today in Among Us, we have 9 robbers and 1 Home Alone Kevin. And dude, stick around for my turn to be Kevin. This.
What the?
Yes, quiet down, you students. Today we will be learning about Among Us.
How many exist? Kung Fu Panda imposter?
So we decided to add Kung Fu Panda to Among Us. Of course he can.
Wreck-It Ralph?
So of course you guys know the movie Wreck-It Ralph. We decided to add that to Among Us. And how he.
I'm sensing a pattern. And every one of these videos has more than my entire channel.
Yeah, so today we've got a weird one. This is Blue's Clues.
That was the weird one. That was too far. Okay, I was with you for all the other stuff, but Blue's Clues and Among Us, have some respect. You fell off. I used to respect you. I used to love your content.
So in honor of everything being extremely cold right now, welcome to Ice Age.
Oh, he's back though. He's back. Okay, I'm only getting
So
Sunday.
howdy, y'all. Today, we're gonna prove that Bigfoot is real. The crew members are trying to take pictures of...
Just give me a
So
toast
today,
video. I've
we're
watched
going
nothing but
back
Among Us. Give me a new crypto mod in Among Us.
So you guys know we've done the workout mod, the iPhone mod, now we have the crypto mod. You
What
can
the
go to
fuck?
the moon, hodl, bet everything, and lose everything. Guys, stick around for my turn to be the imposter.
Humanity is dude. Holy well, there is no getting out of this. There is no hope.
Yeah. Man, I got tired all of a sudden. That last thing really did take it out of me. That was cool.
If you've been on the World Wide Web in recent years, I'm sure you've seen people ironically call themselves gamers as if it was their defining personality trait. On top of this, you have probably seen the Lost meme mocking a random old gaming comic's poor attempt at covering a serious tragedy. What most people don't realize is that these old gaming comics from the 2000s used to not be just jokes, but an earnest internet subculture back in the 2000s. But to understand how this all started and where it went wrong, we'll have to look at the creator of Lost and his rise and fall from early internet stardom, Tim Buckley, and his online series Control-Alt-Delete. But before we go any further in today's video, I just need to point out that I'm extremely hungry right now, which leads...
No. Oh, fuck, Lee.
This was the black.
What did you guys have over there? What kind of mix? What kind
In
of
Michigan, we got I mean, it's a lot
What
of
is this?
German whites, and then we got Chaldeans. You know, we got a Chaldean group.
What the hell's Chaldea?
It's Christian Iraqis.
Oh wow!
came over,
Interesting.
came over from the first Iraq War.
Oh, we
And
let
then
the
they
Christians in.
And then they came over to a spot in Michigan. So all Michigan people are like, oh, yeah, we know Chaldeans.
Oh,
Nobody else knows
Yeah,
what
no
they
one.
are. It's like a
Wow.
little Michigan secret. We have a little bunch of Christian
You
Iraqis.
have Christian Iraqis.
Yeah, it's our
What's the
thing.
Christian Iraq food like? They got kebabs and shit?
Oh, I don't know. We never tried
never
either.
Just meatloaf every meal?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got-
yeah. We know they're there. That's enough.
You do have a Stouffer's ass face, Jeff.
That's right.
You have a right down the middle American cuisine face.
Yeah. Oh, you better believe we had milk with every meal.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That shit is so fucking gross. That's interesting that type of trash travels across the country because Foley is like that. Just pure, Philadelphia
Dude,
trash.
I went over to his place
Loves
and
milk.
he's making a turkey and cheese sandwich on white bread, just mayo
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a glass of milk. And I was like,
Glass of milk with a turkey mayo cheese sandwich.
I was like, you're
Wash
36.
it
That's
down.
every shade of white possible. That's every shade of from paper white to like cream. All your foods are in that spectrum. That's so fucking
There's
disgusting.
chips in there. There's potato chips.
Yeah, the only pop of color is if you went nacho Doritos. That if it's Cinco de Mayo and you have nacho Doritos.
But it was sour cream and onion. You better believe it was sour cream.
Oh fuck, that's so fucking gross. Like
Yeah, it's good.
that's not good.
That's how you're supposed to eat.
That's that's literally what dessert should be like. What you're describing is like savory dessert, like texture. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking about that sliding down my throat,
Oh, yeah.
and it's pissing me off.
No, enjoy the slide. Enjoy it.
Yeah, the white bread that like sticks to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah,
like,
no toasted, not toasted.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Now you gotta scoop that out with your tongue. That's how you do it.
That fucking sucks,
Yeah,
dude.
my dad would order at a restaurant. He'd order spaghetti, and then he'd go, when it comes out, a cold glass of milk with the spaghetti.
That sucks.
He
That
didn't
fucking
want it to
sucks.
warm up on the table.
Yeah, damn.
He needed it. I respect that at least. I do weirdly respect that he is strict with his temperatures. But that is,
Absolutely.
what is he chasing there? What's the thing you want?
That's how it's gotta be. Hot spaghetti, cold milk.
Cold milk? Hot spaghetti and cold milk? Because to me, milk is it's dessert coated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a treat. It's not to be eaten with your main course.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be with savory food.
So fucked up to be with savory food.
I mean, it's in
Yeah.
the breakfast category.
breakfast is
I think it can slide.
no.
Lunch.
No,
Touch dinner.
no, it cannot.
Yeah.
First of all, it can't even slide to lunch. You got really greedy, Jeff. I was going to listen to you if you made a brunch-based argument. If you made a brunch-based argument, my ears were open. But that you tried to move it all the way to dinner.
You got your
tried to-
cereal and milk, sandwich and milk.
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
For years, I've been craving pizza and cold milk.
Yeah.
No.
I think
what?
about myself
That's
eating
so
that when I
fucked
was a
up.
kid, and I'm like, damn, that sounds like it would fucking hit.
But that's
Come on
no.
over.
What that is
on
what that is summer camp palate. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
like you get a box, you get that's like school lunch. We would get milk. That started early for me because they would give us milk, and as a child, I was disgusted, and I
Yeah.
would always try and get chocolate milk and see it as a separate entity to my lunch. See it as my dessert.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why it's
I was
dessert
the
for
same
you.
way.
Yeah, but I think it's for everyone. It should be that way.
I was over there being like, give me that extra
Can
milk.
I get that 2%? Can I get 2%?
You get 2 twos and a skim.
Well,
Skim's for hydrating.
yeah, of course. Skim's basically water. You fucking have a squeeze bottle full of skim when you're running track.
Give me the skim.
But that's what you mix Gatorade with. You're at soccer practice with powdered Gatorade and skim. That actually doesn't. Now I'm actually on board. That sounds like a creamsicle situation.
that might be
Orange
very
Gatorade and
good.
skim powder. I'm listening to that.
That's protein fortified Gatorade right there.
All right.
Finally.
This is we just invented something by accident. Out of the ashes of of a disgusting riff comes something possible and interesting.
Beautiful Midwest riff.
Yeah, the amount of dairy, and because I'm guessing you're in a no dairy. Filipinos
No,
don't fuck
not
with
at all.
dairy.
No.
Asians in general, I feel like Koreans will put like fucking cheese on shit weirdly.
So do Filipinos.
They do.
Yeah, well, there's like cheese ice cream.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess I'm thinking of that like hot dog on a stick that Koreans will do.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of that is them misunderstanding American culture
I think
and
they-
trying to get in on it like late in the game.
But I think they
all
elevated
those Korean
it.
hot dog spots.
We
Yeah.
we go to that Korean hot dog spot around the corner from me. It's like it's so much better than like corn dogs here.
Interesting.
It's like a fancy corn dog, but it takes them like 15 minutes to make the thing.
Yeah, they put a lot of work into it.
I think actually a hot dog should not be elevated. I think it deserves to stay in the basement. It's a disgusting food, and we should have it at barbecues, and we should take no. I'm with Jeff here. I'm not trying to wait 15 minutes for a hot dog in almost any circumstance.
When we
Took a
did
while.
go, it took an hour.
An hour
Yeah.
for a bespoke cheese-covered
Yeah.
hot dog on a stick.
He needed his Korean corn dog. We're all he'll eat.
Two very interesting palates over here.
Jeff's coming in for revenge right now.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, because it's all. I respect that about the Asian palate. There's no dairy really anywhere.
No dairy, no. Lots of
Lots of spices and shit.
spices, umamis, whatever the hell that is.
Give me some umami, brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, umami. Throws me off every time.
Yeah, you're not in on umami.
It's like purple, but it's got a milk vibe.
No, you're thinking
No,
of
you're thinking about ube.
Ube, the purple stuff.
Yeah. Umami.
Umami.
Wait, which one's that?
Umami is not really a thing. It's more of a description of a type of like savory flavor.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's a rich.
Yeah.
My
MSG has a lot of umami.
there's mushrooms involved in it.
Sometimes tomato.
Oh, it's like a vibe.
It's a vibe. Yeah, it's closer to a vibe. It's a vibey. It's salty. It's savory salty with like a better like PR.
Oh,
team.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what umami is. It's good shit though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't tell the difference though.
Between what?
Umami and non-umami.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just.
My girlfriend made chili last night, and then she was like, "Oh, I put some umami in it." And I was like, I couldn't tell.
But she might just be getting got by PR because now it's
think so,
it's the kind of
yeah.
thing like they'll be like Wagyu steak at Walmart, and it's like that's not Wagyu. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Whereas like umami, it's like I saw like at Costco, there's like umami flavoring. It's like that's not. I think you got to put MSG. I think MSG was it's been exonerated as people used to think it would make you sick.
Yeah,
And they were like no
It's back.
MSG, but it's actually good for you.
it is back.
That's umami.
MSG is back,
MSG's back, brother.
Yeah.
and that's umami.
Yes, it is.
All right, look at me.
Yes,
Let's go
it is.
somewhere.
It's part. Yeah, it's
I'm ready to tackle
Lots
the
of
day.
different things can get you some umami.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's just a deep richness. I feel like sometimes fish stock can give you a little umami. Some tomato, a lot of different flavors.
How do you know when you're
miso.
getting it?
It's just. This is. You're barely hanging on to this concept. The questions you're asking really betray that you're pretending to understand it a lot more than you actually do. So it's okay.
guess
We can
it's
drop
up to
it.
you
We
to
don't have to
decide.
keep. We don't have to keep talking about umami.
So someone at the table can disagree though if it's umami. or
I
not.
suppose the way you could disagree if something's too salty or too sweet, you could have opinions on what level.
I could be like, this is an umami.
Well,
Of how much
not
umami
quite-
is in
Fuck
it?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I couldn't tell you the difference.
I think it's just it's just a flavor. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like you know,
It's like
it's
a
more of
wine.
a richness,
You need
like a multiplier of flavors. It's not.
Yeah.
We really don't have to spend that much time on this.
But I can be at the table and be like, I disagree.
I guess, the way you could with almost anything. Somebody could bring a plate of. Let me put it in terms you understand. Somebody could bring a plate of well done noodles, and you could say, They have some shape to them. These are not boiled enough. You know what I mean?
okay.
So the way you could
Alright.
say that, you'd be like, I'd like these a little more boiled, please.
So it's obvious, but it can be opinion
you could,
based.
yes, it could. I
All
guess.
right, all right.
To each his own. To each his own.
I'm eating ice cream.
This is like
This
teaching
umami.
a baby. This is like teaching a baby like what opinions are. It's like, yes, some people like. Even though you like cookies, doesn't mean she likes cookies. You can ask her, "Is this too much chocolate for you?" You know, that kind of thing.
I can't wait to disagree.
Yeah. When you go have some Wilfred's girlfriend's chili, you
Yeah,
can say,
she'll
"There's
say,
no
like-
mommy in here, bitch."
I disagree. Getting with a fork and a knife.
Yeah.
Dude.
And I began to hate your softness, your viscera, your fluids, and your flexibility. And you five are, and you will not die of it. That I promise, and I promise. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. I am.
Oh, AM. You so crazy.
Am I smurfing? Yes, I am killing innocent 9-to-5 dads. You know what? I lied. I lied all this time. I take great, immense pleasure in their suffering. It's what I live for. I dream of the moment they come back from work to just unwind and play one game, and there I am to make it miserable for them. I f***ing lied. I'm actually the bad guy. I am the villain.
You'll be all right.
It makes me so happy. Dad, 9-to-5 dad tears.
Installed, okay?
Alright.
Like, bro!
This is real firepower!
Magneto. О май лорд. О май лорд.
А, я же могу здесь притягивать. Пиздец.
Spider Fist is ready to punch. Now I gotcha.
Фиби, все, там.
Ребята! О май гад!
Maximum pulse!
I don't know, Chad. I would like if that's a thing or not.
Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Get that vehicle moving again!
Hell unleashed! Yggdrasil will not survive without our help. I unleash the mission.
There's 360 seconds left. Double KO! That's 3! Double KO!
Can't commit to Mantis because if you commit, you're gonna get slept. So you need to like kind of do. You have to do her in like 2 parts. So first you fist her, so then you back away, and then you go in to finish her off. Exactly like that. That was a perfect display of how you have to fight Mantis.
I'm here. Chill.
What do you mean you here? You have to spawn.
I'm ulting up top immediately. Before slow, please. Big deal.
Dude, that straight just actually got fucked.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'll show you beam.
You gotta charge yourself up. You charge yourself up. Nice, got one.
We make a good team.
Toxic gaan doen net nadat de game is afgelopen.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god! Oh my god!
You see me just 1v? You see me just 1v5 those?
Need a death boost.
Desculpa, mano.
Cara, eles têm mais 1 minuto pra fazer um anúncio.
Mano, eu fiz algo aqui, velho.
He already slammed, unfortunately. Spider-Man's kind of inting. Don't know what he's doing. Don't be like, oh. God damn, bro. What the fuck is he doing, bro? Same.
J'ult. Vas-y, ult.
Je peux pas, attends, il y a le shield de l'autre. Ok.
Non. Putain, les chiens.
Si, c'est bon, c'est bon. Vas-y, c'est bon, c'est good.
Nice. Ça c'est lourd, ça. Voilà.
Wait, I didn't put that on there.
I'm on there.
I got four. Oh, wait. I'm being chased by everyone. Armed and again! Oh my god!
Double KO. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. I am not ready to move on.
There we go, chat.
Spider Fist is ready to punch.
Oh shit. I didn't have any cooldowns. I didn't have any cooldowns and he ran. Wait, I'm alive. There's something in my eye. And there was something in my eye.
Okay, that's fine. That's alright. I threw Hulk off the map! I threw him off the map!
Stranger's looking for an ult, be careful. We're TPing.
That was good for earlier. That Mag is kinda in main, low HP. I think Mag can die here.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Det är knockout efter det.
10 seconds.
Brother.
Tranking.
Even
better than my
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Anyone willing to help?
Armed and dead again! Again! Again!
Wow, 4 in a row.
Again!
5. That's amazing.
Again!
Isso, pô.
Again!
Boa, boa.
Again!
Plasma burst. Shot if I do say so myself. Double KO. That's 3. 3 coming. Wow, 4 in a row.
That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick.
Look here.
No logs here. You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
You get a web, and you get a web.
I've got that extra lethal feeling.
Got your back.
Meant to kill the.
Only 60 seconds left.
Tremble before battle!
Double KO.
You have brought shame upon yourself. We are in the front. My aim is true.
Double KO. That's 3. Down to 30 seconds. Stop them in nature. Us against the world. Final 10 seconds. That's 3.
Oh my.
Heal, I need help, heal! Heal, heal! Heal!
Smoke weed every day.
Hey.
Smoke weed every day.
Every day. I did. I fell right asleep. Ugh. I watched something and it made me tired. Ew. I actually started streaming early. It's not like I woke up. It's not like I didn't go to bed. I woke up. My hands are... Man, I'm a little shaky. I'm a little shaky.
Cool. Yes. Ooh. Why? I mean, ain't nobody can do it like that, bro.
Wait, Brand ran into a Bitmoji. Bro interviewing a Bitmoji.
Who has the best party school?
We do.
Who's we?
JMU.
Is JMU the best party school?
Yes.
Ooh. Why?
I mean, ain't nobody can do it like that, bro.
Yeah. I looked at that guy and I was like, in my head, I was like, it's Bilbo. That guy definitely has fucking second breakfast for sure, for sure.
Let me get a punch. Let me get a punch. Let you feel the punch. Let me get a punch.
Let me get a punch.
before I make you bleed. Pray for your rest in peace. It's the only peace that you need. Given a punch. This is the purge. Everybody, please, your perk. Your perk, but keep these people with what you down. Play with the wrong gal, pal. พวกมันได้พุ่นเก็บไปพักผ่อนยาวพักก่อน now อย่าเอามาใครจะยิงมาพับPack it out, back it out กูสามึงพับหลับ yo how about now bruh เดี๋ยวบ้านนี้ไม่ต้องรอถึงกูพวกกูจัดมึงจุดnow out Pick a pack of peppers. People like me pick a pack of bricks for a week for them a minute. Rapper like me ทำพวกมัน panic บอกกูเป็นผู้หญิงมีผลแต่ proof ไม่ควรได้ price เข้าใจมึง lose อะไรไม่รู้พร้อมพวกขี้แพ้มาพานกูพูดไปก็ right point เขาต่อยสักชุดโตพวกIn one punch, all battles are beat in one punch. Put you to sleep with this one punch. ไม่ใช่เธอกูจะดีกว่าสิ one punch. You whip ที่กูโดนมามากกว่า one punch. วันนั้นที่กูเจอกูสักคนมา one punch. One day, one life, one dream, one punch. If you have one shot, better have one punch.
One punch. Yippee! Wait, what?
Put his name in yellow hearts.
Please, God damn it.
That is not a do-rag. Please don't cancel me, please. That is just my hair. Please. Oh, God. She put my name in yellow hearts. Put his name in yellow hearts. Please believe me. That is not a do-rag. Please don't cancel me, please. That is just my hair.
Hell yeah. That's right. Make America great again by making white people white.
Biggest Super Bowl halftime show ever. And for a lot of people, that was the problem. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance was a statement. In an era where America is teetering on the edge of cultural war, where black art and activism are under constant scrutiny and attack, Kendrick stepped onto the biggest stage in sports and delivered the most unapologetically black, politically charged, and hip-hop-infused halftime show the Super Bowl has ever seen. Now, the road to this performance was not easy. From Lil Wayne drama
Beyonce,
to his infamous
fuck
beef.
You. Fuck you, Beyonce. Take that.
And I began to hate.
Hell yeah, that's me. We gotta play this video game again. Why are American men moving to Colombia? Because it's expensive in America? I'm sure that's the only reason and nothing weird and uncomfortable to think about. Excuse me? I haven't said anything in a while. How are you doing today, chat? Chat, how are we? How are we today, chat? Chat! Chat, are we chilling? We chilling today, chat? Chat, is it a chilling day today? Are we thinking chill? What are we looking at today and going, yeah, it's chill day? Or are we grustling? Is it a grustle day? Are we out there grustling and grinding and and gearing and grooming. You ever just be grooming? You ever just go, today I'm a groom? You ever zizzle? You ever be zizzling? You ever just think to yourself, today, I'm not gonna zizzle. But then you do, and you're just like, damn, I guess I gotta be zizzling. You ever woman-um? You ever just be woman-umming? Walking down the bubble up, and then you just be like, I think I'm a woman-um. I think I'm a woman-um right now. You ever see a black guy and you're like, damn, guess there's woman-um in the street. I don't want to get woman-lummed on this side of the street, so I'm gonna woman-lum on the other side of the street. You know what I'm saying? You ever diggle-do? You ever be just diggling-doing? Hey, nothing wrong with an occasional woman-lumming, you know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, welcome, Jonix. You're just chilling. Talking about normal stuff. You ever just be like horrible blarble? I'd be walking in around my room and I'd just be like horrible blarble. I'll be chewing on some like some Stiggle sticks. I'm like, damn, I'm going crazy. I gotta get me some Stiggle sticks right in my mouth right now. Horrible blarble. I went to college with that guy. Great guy. Not usually, but it's been happening more recently. You know, in this economy, you gotta get a little bit of stickle blickle. A little bit of horrible barble. Some wackle nam blum blum me. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You jerking when I'm glurking? You sniffing when I'm stinking? You're dumbing what I'm plumbing? You get it? You get me? You heard? You heard? What if I just said like you heard instead of never? What if I couldn't say H's? Hey, Harry Potter. What if I randomly got a British accent? Hello, Harry Potter, and I just lost it randomly too. Oh, I Stevie Wonder. Yo, we're getting a new Lies of P? Yeah, I played that shit. I was thinking to myself, damn, that's good. You jizzing what I'm jerking is good. Is funny. You jizzing what I'm jerking? How China's becoming a global superpower, becoming. Okay, come on.
Can it be winter all of a sudden?
Well, after fall, you stupid bitch.
To know the year?
You fucking moron.
What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the
name. Oh, nice.
It's been far too long.
Congratulations.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
Now, like I was saying, you fucking idiots.
You're not the
after
puppet I was
fall
expecting.
ends, it's winter.
Who are you?
Stupid puppets.
She was looking for someone.
Went nomad, and at the end, it was just true. See crazy art of that Lies of P twink?
She stepped up only because no one else could.
What, do they make him a twunk?
Lost to that evil.
I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. I swear I won't be late. Not again.
I was trying to see if there's something there, like if you have a speech impediment, can You'd be a hunk, you know, if you only can say a thunk. But I think, yeah, probably. In fact, it's more likely that people think you're cool and handsome if you have like a cool speech impediment. You got a stutter, people are probably like, damn, I'm gonna suck that guy's dick off. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to say dick like that, but I was yawning. And then I was like, I gotta get this word out before I fucking lose it. And so instead I just spit it out like I was about to kill somebody. Speaking of kill somebody and dick. Sage, you have to get rid of the thing. It's actually causing me poison damage from contact with Bray Rot real. Okay, fair enough.
Things that bother you never bother me. Things that bother you never bother me. I feel happy and fine, ha-ha, living in the sun.
Can I just say that this is probably one of the greatest things that Jujutsu Kaisen gave us, is that one of the strongest villains actually just gets his shit pushed in by the power of funny haha man. The guy unironically has Looney Tune powers. His powers work is if it's funny, it happens. Those are the limits of his powers. And so the greatest, strongest demon guy is just like, damn, this guy funny as fuck. What the hell?
Having got a lot, I don't need a lot. Coffee's only a dime. We're living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
Bro was 10,000 years old and was just like, nah, funny stuff is funny, bro. It's just such a common word, and it's a joke that gets old so fast. Nah, I'm with you. But I'm trying to break you. 7 TV. Oh yeah, did you just fucking see? We're getting some new insane skins. Hold up. I'm gonna... pardon me. That was really gross. I'm so sorry. It's the turns into a Tay.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Dewobs here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we have the brand new Valentine's Day skins, because there's going to be a Valentine.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna listen to a British person. I'm sorry. Not this early. Not this early. Whoa! This is why we can't have mods, by the way. I feel like this. God bless. God bless them. Thank you. But still.
Alright, so it looks like we will be receiving a Valentine's Day bundle for Marvel Rivals, featuring Susan Storm and Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. We knew it was coming, and yeah, they've just dropped the trailer. We're going to be taking a look at that in this video as well. We're going to be giving away this bundle as well. If you guys want a chance to win, all you have to do is support the video with a like, leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe as well. This will enter you into the Lunar Snow bundle giveaway as well, and we'll announce the winners over in the Discord within the next few days. Let's jump into the video. So yeah, let's take a look at the actual trailer itself. Obviously, it features Reed Richards and the Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, and yeah, obviously we knew it was coming. It was leaked that we will be getting some type of Valentine's Day skin. Obviously, it's canon that they're married, they're a couple, and yeah, what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day with this wedding bundle. It's pretty cool. So first up, it doesn't look like there's anything special with Invisible Woman's abilities, although she is wearing her wedding gown. Her ultimate is exactly the same. Everything is pretty much exactly the same.
Wait, what? Why did it stop? Hello?
I have noticed they have put some wedding song in the background.
Me and Pookie Bear, yeah. Okay, the
skin looks really cool. She summons like this little bouquet of flowers as well, probably for her emote, and then.
Okay, if you fucking stop again.
Obviously, Reed Richards in his.
I'm gonna get really mad. What is happening?
No.
Bro, my coworker has a Rams hat his friends got him. It has Pookie Bear embroidered on the side. That's so fucking funny. Here. Alright, they changed the layout of the site, so now I don't know where anything is. I'm sorry. Who added diva ass? I can't. Woo! All right. Where's the? Is there a way to search emotes? There has to be. If I type in the, right? Yeah, there it is. Fare thee well. Confirm. I do want a though, because it's funny to have emote. Wow. Also, why don't I have wow? Wait, which wow are we using? This one, this one. Or this one. I don't want to use. This is really funny, but I don't want to use whatchamacallits. I don't want to use Wojax, but that is very funny. Oh, I'm gonna use this one. I like cats. And then replacing the with I need. Yeah, perfect. What? Wait, do we have capitalized the too as an emote here? No, right? Of course not. I'm not logged in. Okay, fair. Yeah, no, it's fine. Why can't I add it then? Wait, what? Why don't I have access to my emotes? Huh? Oh, okay. Okay, good. Phew. I'll get rid of it. Also, I need to fall. So long, Diva's ass. Now we need Groot ass. Rest in power, Groot ass. Although I am adding great ass. Yeah, that's so weird. I'm Grooting? Perfect. This is actually exactly what I wanted. Yes, perfect replacement. Groot ass and Venom. What is this? Why? Why? Why is that a thing? Not that one. Fuck. All right. Venom. Why is this so? Oh shit. That's fucking funny. All right, close. God damn. That's so fucking fun. I like that there's quite a few just, oh, it's Venom's ass, I suppose. Grr. Venom Busters is crazy. Okay, well, actually, let's see. What's some other characters? I play Hulk. What's some good Hulk? What are some good Hulk skins? Hulk emotes. Not, huh? There we go. Hulk, yes. Okay. All right. Hulk, yeah. Sad Hulk is definitely going to be very useful. And oh, I guess I am going to be playing more Solid Snake. Wait, what the fuck is this? Yeah. Yeah, have you played Metal Gear Solid, by the way? I know I brought it up, but yeah. Oh, never touched the stuff. I gotta say, Metal Gear Solid, very fun. Very, very surprisingly fun. That's who else? Snake. Raiden is in the new one, right? In the second one. Okay, these are no. Who the fuck is this? I beg your pardon? Anyways, hey, check this out. I've been working on some new music. What? What did I discover? What is the fuck? Stop it. What? I'm risking it. Grr, this site needs to fix its fucking site. Yeah, they actually just worked on... Apparently they changed everything, and so now it's all fucky-wucky. This kind of stuff? Hey, 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 Okay. I like it. Just French words. Okay, fair. Oh, I guess it's time to check in, by the way. Internet checkpoint. I don't want to post my current living things. I hate it. I'm jiggling in my seat. Ooh, I'm jaggling. If I was made out of coins, I'd be jingling. really fuck with this, actually. Why is this book controversial? Why is the Giving Tree controversial, huh? How the fuck is the Giving Tree controversial?
It has been called the most divisive children's book in history.
What?
It's been ranked in both the top best and worst children's books.
What?
Of all time. Some have said they've always hated the story. It's been called depressing, sexist, and even horrible. A horrible book. But also beautiful, touching, and inspiring. The Giving Tree. It's The Giving Tree.
Yeah, what the
fuck? I either
fuck?
read this book or had it read to me a very long time ago, and from then until now, it never occurred to me that someone might find the story wrong. While a tragic story might make you feel bad, it takes an entirely different kind of attitude to hear a story and rewrite it altogether. Like it should have gone in a direction it didn't. Which is exactly what Topher Payne did in The Tree Who Set Healthy Boundaries.
I beg your pardon?
The Giving Tree is a modern-day parable, one that touches on more subjects than I initially imagined. From self-sacrifice, abusive relationships, the environment, and parental roles, to the nature of life and love itself. Exploring the history and interpretations of this book took me to places I would have never discovered otherwise, and reopened old memories and old wounds.
Interesting!
And speaking of trees...
No.
This video is sponsored by Reverend Willie...
No, Unethical time. Shel Silverstein. I love this guy. He always looks like he's scary.
Work was full of clashing ideas and realms. He never planned to write for children and detested most children's books. He made all kinds of raunchy adult content, and I do mean all kinds.
Fuck
He
'em.
made cartoons for Playboy magazine, was a frequent visitor of the Playboy Mansion, and was a close friend of Hugh Hefner. He never married and never planned to have kids, but had 2 children later in life. His writing fluctuates rapidly between silly and juvenile, and somber and mature, sometimes within the very same poem. His illustrations switch from cute and endearing to surreal and outright gross within a few page flips. Success and controversy seem to follow him
Yeah, this
everywhere,
guy's funny.
from the very beginning of his cartoon work for
Yeah.
Pacific Stars and Stripes during his time in the military, to his very last children's book, Falling Up. While
I've actually, yeah, I remember following up. My teacher in elementary school had this. We actually had all of Shel Silverstein's books in my like 2nd or 3rd grade class.
Poetry books are his most recognizable works.
Yeah.
He was also a prolific musician, songwriter, and playwright, writing hits for people like Johnny Cash, Judy Collins, and Waylon Jennings.
I did not know
he
that.
He was also a singer and produced multiple albums, even painting a self-portrait for one of them.
Hold on.
And Waylon Jennings. He was also a
Crouching on the Outside. I've seen this photo before. I don't think I've ever heard any of his music.
Singer.
Hold on. Shel Silverstein. Crouching on the Outside. Let's see what this shit sounds like. Hold on. Shel Silverstein. He looks like a monster coming out of the ocean.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, lady, you're a little too late. I'm standing on the outside, looking in at you on the inside, looking out at me on the outside, looking in.
Okay.
Through the window of my madness, out of place I never been. And you say you understand. understand just what my trouble's all about. But you're sitting on the inside, playing on the inside, while I'm freezing on the outside. In the what's it all about side, looking in at you on the inside, looking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey Jim, let's talk about hate. I'm walking on the white side, looking around at you on the brown side, looking back at him on the black side, looking down. And we're mouthing words of freedom, but we don't make any sound. And we clasp our hands in brotherhood, then we go and wash our hands. You're standing on the brown side, in the go ahead, put me down side. I'm staying on the white side, in the got me way uptight side, looking back at him on the black side, looking back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey Claude, don't bother to wait. You're cruising on the gay side, looking straight at me on the straight side, looking way at you on the gay side, looking straight. And you're spooning from the rooftops about the pleasures that won't wait. And your closet's full of queenly gowns for extra special dates. You're camping on the gay side, in the come on out and play side. I'm over on the trick side.
I'm like hypnotized.
Side, looking over at you on the gay side, looking
yeah,
straight.
I literally was like, I should be doing commentary, but I'm chewing popcorn over here, man. This shit's sick.
1, 2, 3, 7, 9, 8. 12, 15, 19, 85, 91, 24.
I can't even count with them. We're always unpredictable. Refuses to be predicted.
Hey, Miss Hallucinate, you're bopping on the hip side, laughing at me on the flip side, chasing after you on the hip side, losing my grip. And I'm walking on a tightrope, and I'm trying not to slip. And you say you find out where it's at, and you give it all a try. You're grooving on the hip side, in the come on out and take a trip side. I'm moving on the square side, in the show me when and where side, chasing after you on the hip side, looking out. Looking at you on the inside, looking out. Yeah. Looking at you on the black side, looking back. Yeah, at you on the gay side, looking straight at me on the straight side, looking straight at you.
Hell yeah, dude. What an actual fucking G.
Boom! Lego logos.
Alright, bro.
And produced multiple albums, even painting a self-portrait for one of them. But his singing voice was often pretty grating.
And he said after you've been having steak for a
Disagree.
long time,
Nah, it's tight.
Beans taste fine.
Nah, it's like, that's like saying like fucking what's his fucking name? Strange things are happening to me. You've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Yeah, it's like saying Randy Newman has a grating voice. Nah.
And after you've been drinking champagne and brandy, you're gonna settle for wine.
He was fully dedicated to his art and was deeply involved in the production of all his works.
Oh yeah, where the sidewalk ends. Fuck yeah. Oh, God.
From the writing and drawings for the poems to the arrangement and layout of the pages for publishing. He rarely gave interviews, hated to give commentary on the messaging of his art, and the only elaboration he ever gave for The Giving Tree, his most famous single work, is, "It's just a relationship between two people. One gives and the other takes." It has a pretty sad ending. And I didn't start out to prove a message. It started out to be a good book for a kid. I imagine it reflects my ideas, but it is for children. I would like adults to buy it and read it, and I hope they can find enough in it. If we are to analyze The Giving Tree, Any more commentary on the book from its author ends there, but we can get a lot more context for the story from his other works. After traveling the world for Playboy and contributing cartoons for the magazine, one of Shell's friends, a children's book...
He truly could have just taken a less scary picture. It's always so fucking funny. Every time I see it, in my head, I'm like, he just is a kind of scary looking guy. He didn't take a scary picture. No, he took the scariest picture he possibly could. It is so fucking funny. Have you seen this man in your dreams type ass face? You're right.
Author convinced him to write a children's book. This first book would be called Lafcadio, the Lion Who Shot Back.
Whoa.
The book tells a surprisingly long story about a lion who eats a hunter and acquires his gun. The lion learns to use the gun and slowly adapts to living like a human. However, he eventually finds he can no longer fit into human or lion society. The book ends during a standoff between humans and hunters, where Lafcadio simply walks away to be alone for an indefinite amount of time. The Giving Tree would be published just 1 year later.
Wow.
In another ending, in The Missing Piece, written a decade after The Giving Tree, a rolling circle with a triangular section cut out of it searches for its missing piece, singing and exploring life along the way. Once it finds its missing piece, it rolls along and can no longer stop to explore or sing, and simply drops the piece and rolls away, still searching for fulfillment. In the sequel, The Missing Piece Meets the Big O, we get the perspective of a piece, which searches for the right fit until it learns from a full circle that it can roll along by itself, wearing out its edges until it can roll perfectly fine on its own. These are simple stories.
That actually is very cute. Wow, what a cute little message. I like that.
Often described as modern parables or fables. They communicate a message that both children and adults can understand without being watered down. The illustrations facilitate this philosophy further. Silverstein once complained about a trend in the 60s where children's books were illustrated to look like they were drawn by children.
I think the last thing, when I was a kid, the last thing you want to see is a drawing that looks like you could have done it. Kids want to get into detail in drawings.
A long time ago, before I had any knowledge in art, I thought I could draw like Shel Silverstein, because he made shaky lines and so did I. Contrary to his claim, this didn't discourage my interest in his books. The reality, however, is that drawing something with clarity, readability, and humorous exaggeration requires extreme skill. Shaky lines be damned. Even more daunting, Silverstein reportedly often drew without undersketches or even a premeditated idea of what he was going to draw. One of my favorite examples of his drawing style is this elf riding on a bicycle. To show a person riding a front-facing bicycle, with the spokes coming out to indicate it as a 3D object, the energy of the feet on the pedals, and the hint of chaotic movement with the tilt of the whole thing is incredibly difficult. Or take this illustration of someone auctioning off a younger sister for sale. Look at the crazy pose with these crooked lines of action. The yelling mouth takes up nearly all of the head, the feet face in opposite directions, and a gaping negative space is formed by the sister at the end of this absurdly long platform. His cartoons went from restrained and somewhat stiff to more and more loose and improvised as his art style developed, but he always maintained hints of his signature dirty-looking dot shading. He was a master of using white space. An extreme example of this is the huge voids in the often wordless adult cartoons in Different Dances. I think this book showcases Silverstein's high skill level.
Hold on, let me...
in composition and visual storytelling. White space is also used to great effect in The Giving Tree, where entire pages are dedicated to a single line to emphasize that line. The key to the ending of Silverstein's stories is ambiguity. The lion, the circle with the missing piece, and the missing piece itself are radically changed by the end of the story. But describing anyone as happy or sad at the end is too simple. Silverstein's philosophy was that happy endings tend to alienate the child who reads them. The child asks, "Why don't I have this happiness thing you're telling me about?" He comes to think, when his joy stops, that he has failed and that it won't come back. I'm going to be doing something that Shel Silverstein would have hated. Dissect the meanings of his most famous book. Because despite his insistence on moving on from the works he produced, there is a lot that The Giving Tree gives for us to dwell on.
Okay, what? Give me some...
The Giving Tree starts simply enough.
Give me something.
Once, there was a tree.
True.
And she loved a little boy.
Mm.
The tree is female. I would highly recommend listening to Shel Silverstein himself read his story in the 1973 animated video that was uploaded onto YouTube by Fartman, as you get this other dimension of Shel's weary-sounding voice and a light, folksy soundtrack in the background. You can hear the tree's voice as he imagined it, very motherly.
And the tree said, "Come, boy. Come, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples.
We love you,
and play
Fartman.
in my shade."
The story continues. And every day, the boy would come, and he would gather her leaves, and make them into crowns, and play king of the forest. The story goes into the many ways the boy would play with the tree. From the very beginning, the boy is taking things, and the tree is giving them. He gathers her leaves, he eats her apples, and sleeps in her shade. But the tree is continuously receiving the company of the boy at the same time. The tree is very expressive throughout all of this, despite not having a face. And no two tree drawings are alike. The story continues. And the boy loved the tree very much. And the tree was happy. But time went by, and the boy grew older. And the tree was often alone. After this, we are hit with a relatively large paragraph of text. The boy returns, and the tree asks for the boy to play with her again. But the boy says he is too big to climb and play. The boy asks for some money. The tree responds that she has no money, but offers her apples so that the boy can sell them in the city. And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And the tree was happy. The boy once again leaves for a long time, but then comes back. The tree again asks the boy to play. The boy responds that he is too busy, and he wants to be kept warm, and he wants a wife and children, so he asks for a house. The tree responds, "I have no house. The forest is my house." I always thought the tree was just alone in some field somewhere because we never see any other trees, but apparently she lives in a forest. But you may cut off my branches and build a house.
Yeah, true.
Then you will be happy. And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. Throughout the story, we never actually see the whole tree. Its full size is indeterminate. The boy doesn't seem to carry away that many branches and wouldn't be able to build much of a house with them, judging from the illustration, but this could be a snapshot of multiple trips. The boy leaves for a while again and comes back as an old man. The tree asks for him to play. He says he is too old and wants to leave this place. He asks for a boat. The tree offers that the boy cut down her trunk to make a boat. He does so and sails away. And the tree was happy, but not really. Some remember this as the end of the story, but it's not. The boy comes back as an older man.
Yeah.
The tree apologizes and says she has nothing left to give him. The boy remarks that he would be too old to play with her, even if she did have more to give. "I don't need very much now," said the boy. "Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I am very tired." The tree straightens herself up as much as she can and offers her stump to sit and rest on. The boy rests. The book ends, and the tree was happy.
On the surface, the story is not only tragic, but downright aggravating. How can the boy be so ungrateful? Take and take until there is nothing left and simply come back for more after he has consumed for his own benefit without even a thank you? Some have suggested the story should not be called The Giving Tree, but The Taking Boy.
Oh.
And how can the tree, who is clearly left alone for long periods of time, never receiving any compensation for this endless giving, even apologizing when she has nothing left to give, simply not just tell the boy to contribute to the relationship or go away? This type of story is not unheard of. For instance, Jesus once pointed out an impoverished widow who gave 2 small copper coins to a temple treasury. Her donation, all she had to live on, he considered more valuable compared to the wealthy donors who gave large amounts out of their abundance.
Hmm.
But there may be more to this story. With more context, it is shown
true.
Jesus was also criticizing those who had created that poverty. In a Buddhist story, Ryokan, a Zen master.
Why didn't that kid grow up and then fucking pay them back exactly what they owed them? Well, first of all, it's a tree.
Lives in a little hut at the foot of a mountain. A thief visits and realizes there are no possessions to steal.
It's fine.
So Ryokan gives him his clothes. The thief, very confused,
Take that
leaves,
tree.
and
Take that,
Ryokan
nature.
remarks that the moon is so beautiful.
Why didn't
he
that little
wishes he could
freeloader
have
ever
also
make
given it
more
to the
tree
thief.
for the tree?
In
That's
The
what I'm
Giving Tree,
saying.
a modern-day parable of mutual responsibility, Earthren Cousin argues that the story is about how giving endlessly without considering the long-term outcomes ultimately harms both the tree and the boy. We wonder whether the boy is unhappy because he has been given everything and therefore cannot fend for himself. Regardless of intentions, the outcomes are what matter in the end. There is a dearth of information about the boy. We cannot confirm whether the boy succeeds with all of the things he takes. Yes, he takes the apples, but does he actually make money off of them? Yes, he takes the branches to build his house, but we don't know if he has a family or if he is successful in starting and maintaining a family.
Okay,
The
sure.
only thing we are told explicitly is that he made a boat and sailed away. We are at the mercy of the narrator in The Giving Tree. We are repeatedly told that the tree was happy. At the very beginning when the child and the tree are playing, and after each act of giving, we are told this, in the exact same way. Except when the boy chops down the tree's trunk. And the tree was happy, ... but not really. It's the most confounding line in the whole book. Why does the sudden change happen here? This is the third act of giving without reciprocation. Is it because the tree has recognized the pattern and knows she will be left alone for a long time? Is it because she has been reduced to a stump that she has a moment of clarity? She realizes that she's being used. But then the final line is simply, the tree was happy. To add to the confusion, this is one of the only lines from the original book that is absent in the 1973 animated version.
And so the boy cut down her trunk. And he made a boat and sailed away. And the tree was happy.
The only other changed lines are things like removing ands, adding some stuttering in the dialogue to make it sound more natural, changing swing from my branches and be happy to swing from my branches and have fun, and other minor changes like that. This is an entire significant line missing.
That's crazy.
Where is it? Did they remove it for flow or something? Or did Shel Silverstein change his mind? If we take the narrator as all-knowing, and he says the tree is happy in the animation without deviation, then she is happy. If we do not take the tree is happy on face value and insert that line of doubt, but not really, it suggests the tree is unfulfilled with its relationship with the boy. We are dealing with a more complex...
Okay, this I like. Shit like this is exactly what I like.
emotional state. Shel Silverstein wrote another story about bad parenting. A Boy Named Sue, performed by Johnny Cash, is about a father who names his son the typically feminine name Sue, before abandoning him at 3 years old so that he can be ridiculed and mocked.
He wrote A Boy Named Sue? What the fuck? I did not know that.
And eventually grow up to be a tougher man. These are strange stories, yet there is an element of truth to both of them, isn't there? At least, from a certain point of view. Shel Silverstein loves punchlines. He was firstly a cartoonist, and a majority of his poems, even many of his songs, have a line at the end that wraps up everything in a comedic twist or a witty conclusion. The punchline in A Boy Named Sue is,
"And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him
Bill, John, James, Sue."
Many of the punchlines in his poetry books are the drawings themselves, and the poems simply don't work without them. What is the punchline in The Giving Tree? and the tree was happy? Is the whole book a practical joke on the audience? Some propose that the story is sarcastic, even satirical. I propose the book is simply a matter of perspective. If you are in a position in which you give a lot to someone, as a lover or as a parent or guardian, you may feel like you are constantly self-sacrificing. If your love is powerful to the point of delusion, you may never consider you're being exploited or raising a spoiled brat. If you believe in tough love, you believe you're teaching them resilience in the face of hardship, without considering that you might be causing harm. If we zoom out and are objective, we see the absurdity in the idea endless giving will make someone fulfilled, or that imposing arbitrary disadvantages on someone will make them strong and self-sufficient. And yet, good parents do have to make a lot of sacrifices, and sometimes tough love is necessary in a world that is inherently cruel and unfair. In a parenting article in the New York Times, it argues that neither the boy nor the tree are role models, and that being generous should not just mean extreme self-sacrifice. The author imagines a conversation parents might consider having with their children after finishing The Giving Tree. Imagine that the boy were not so selfish and the tree not so selfless. Imagine that the boy hadn't so quickly and completely discarded the apples, but rather had planted their seeds. Imagine the tree had not been reduced to a lonely stump, but had been surrounded by a whole forest of other trees. Imagine a different ending, where the boy, now grown, returned with his own children to visit the tree. Imagine a new generation of children, swinging from the branches and resting in its shade. This is a speculative future, something people do a lot with this story. Firstly, the tree is already in a forest. Secondly, the problem is the boy is young for most of the book. He does not have the foresight or the will to start planting a whole new forest of trees. The world is filled with people who do not have foresight. And when faced with the problem of, I need lumber for a house, what exactly do you do that doesn't require cutting down trees? In Topher Payne's The Tree Who Set Healthy Boundaries, the later half of the story is entirely rewritten. I want a house to keep me warm, he said. I want a wife and I want children, and so I need a house. Can you give me a house? And the tree said, okay, hold up. This is already getting out of hand. Look, I was fine with giving you the apples to help you get on your feet. They'll grow back next season anyway. But no, I'm not giving you a house. And the story goes on like that for a little while, and the boy realizes he should be more grateful, and the tree is there for many generations. Now, the story is funny. The way it's put together by crude edits is amusing, and it's a cute alternate ending. But if anyone suggests this is better than the original story, excuse me for being crude, but in comparison, this sucks balls. The original story is not meant to be comfortable. It is not meant to make you feel happy. It's a story that is filled with intense beauty and sadness. This story lacks the grace or complexity of message that the original has, and this edit just turns it into a generic kid's book. Even Topher Payne admits the original isn't broken. There's been an interpretation that The Giving Tree is an environmental message. We take everything from nature, and if we do not give back, we will only be left with a lowly stump. Some have called the book sexist, because the tree, an explicit female, gives everything to this boy who does not show gratitude. Shel Silverstein was born in 1930, and slept with hundreds, if not thousands, of women, though he was reportedly always honest with his intentions. And he was a frequent visitor of the Playboy Mansion. He was probably sexist to a degree. The book is dedicated to Nikki, one of Shel's old girlfriends. I don't really know what to do with that information. The story, especially the animation, gives a clear motherly role to the tree, and I suppose in that sense it upholds a stereotype, a certain idea.
Yeah, like he's born in the 1930s. He had sex with hundreds of women. He's probably a little sexist, but the fact that he didn't make a book that's called like Why Women Are Lesser truly does speak to his character. Like in the 1930s, he could have written a book called Women Are Stupid and made $1 trillion. So thank God for him.
Idea of what a mother should be. I don't think this is a wholly bad or inaccurate stereotype, not just for mothers, but for parents in general. And as long as you're approaching the story with a critical eye, there is little damage this book can do. Finally, On the most extreme end, there's been an interpretation that The Giving Tree is a tale of an abusive, narcissistic, or even sadomasochistic relationship.
Is it?
During my research for this video, I stumbled upon a whole ecosystem of YouTube channels that make videos about psychology with a focus on narcissists. Thousands of videos on narcissists. I'm going to be upfront with this. I don't like some of these channels very much. I think many of these people are pop psychologists whose advice and observations are okay at best and very dubious at worst. Some of them have questionable or no credentials, and their videos rarely contain science-based data or simply references of any kind, unlike other much higher quality channels in the abuse genre. Dr. Ramani is one of the better of these channels because at least she is an actual doctor. Her interpretation of The Giving Tree is that the boy is toxic and the tree is an enabler in an abusive, narcissistic relationship. This is certainly not an uncommon interpretation, and her analysis is fine, except for this part at the end.
The author of the book is a guy named Shel.
Crazy Town!
Right? And I went down the rabbit hole, like, who would write a book like this? Various reports I found that I, again, bless the internet, shared that this was not a very nice guy. Didn't really seem to love kids. So who knows what bizarre sadistic thing he was working out there in this book, which is basically a story about an abusive relationship.
What reports? Do you have these reports? Can you show them in the video or link them in the description? There is nothing that indicates Shel Silverstein was a narcissist. He was not an angel. He was rude to people he disliked, friendly to people he liked, and was probably somewhat sexist, as I mentioned before. But by all accounts, he was a normal person. If anything, an abnormally socially high-functioning person with a long and prolific career full of collaborations and healthy relationships.
Yeah.
It's well known he did not love children, but was perfectly capable of being friendly to them. He had 2 children of his own, though he never married and could have been around more for his daughter, but he did care deeply enough to dedicate a book to her before she died young. The Giving Tree likely reflected his views on parenthood at the time, that being a little cynical. It's one thing to interpret a story, but to make the baseless suggestion he had some bizarre sadistic thing working out there, whatever that means, is a bit irresponsible. Besides this, I think Dr. Ramani's interpretation is valuable to have. As she notes, a message that prioritizes giving of oneself above all is probably not healthy. A society that reinforces this message without scrutiny will lead to people being taken advantage of. However, I disagree when people say this story is glorifying an abusive relationship because this ignores too many elements and simplifies others.
Lamau.
Shel Silverstein knows the story is sad and has a sad ending. The boy is never malicious. It is never the boy's idea to sell the apples, or to cut down the branches, or the trunk, or to sit on the stump. He asks for things, but the tree always comes up with the methods by which to get those things. Despite the boy getting these things, he is not made happy by them. He wishes to leave. He is clearly worn down by life at the end. He has been cast out of Eden. And despite the tree giving these things and letting him out into the world, again, she is only happy, but not really. In the end, we are left with a pitiful triumph, a gentle defeat. The boy and the tree
I'm not getting rid of Big Lamau though. That shit is funny as hell.
That is not glory. And yet there is still beauty in it. The problem is, I come at all of this with a perspective that is still developing, and I'm not someone who has ever been deeply responsible for the health and safety of other people before. So I asked the 2 people I know who have been what they thought. Hi Mom. Do you like it? Do you like this or dislike it? The Giving Tree?
I don't like it. No, because I think the tree was way too forgiving of this person and kept giving until nothing was left. And then in the end, what was the whole point? The guy is aging on his way to death, and the tree is now a stump. The tree gave so much of itself to something that it wasn't going to get anything in return. So it was unconditional love, but it basically killed itself, giving unconditional love. And it's like the tree never learned its lesson. You know, I would imagine that as a child, I probably superficially looked at it, as in it wasn't a pretty colorful book, and the story was kind of weird, and the final photo was kind of sad. Being older, I'm like, you know, screw that, man. I mean, you give and give and give your whole life, and then at the end of it, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little sour over it because I feel like I've been a giver, and a lot of times I've been trampled over because I'm a giver.
So, like, your life experience is forming your interpretation?
Totally, yes. I think there needs to be balance, and I think you need to learn self-love. And part of self-love is being aware that maybe you're giving too much, and that could be pathologic. And part of giving is also giving to yourself, making sure that you stay healthy. So I don't know what that author wanted us to think.
Hello? Hi, Dad. So you remember the Giving Tree, right?
I remember thinking how depressing it was.
Yeah? Do you like it? Do you dislike it?
Well, it grows with time. It's not exactly wrong. It seems sort of cruel, you know, to the tree. I mean, it's about, you know, giving of yourself and I mean, extreme, radical giving of yourself, you know. Fortunately, you don't have to actually, you know, like sacrifice your limbs and your, you know, body.
So, what do you think the message is then?
Well, it's all about that giving of self makes you happy, and it does. It gets yourself outside of your condition. And yeah, I mean, if I'm feeling bad or down about, you know, whatever, when I go to work and I'm starting to help other people, I don't, you know, it kind of all goes away, and I feel good about myself.
Yeah, I think I got that. And what about, like, the boy?
He's very sketchy, and he's kind of demanding all the time. You don't know a lot about the boy, but on the other hand, you know, he says, I want a house and I want to have children and a family. So he was giving of himself too. A better one would be, you know, the boy went and planted a whole bunch of other trees. That would have humanized him. So in a lot of ways, the boy was sort of soulless, you know, and one-dimensional in a lot of ways. He was just like, it was only at the end that, you know, when he was an old, tired man and he wanted to sit down, that they kind of humanized him. So, you know, that's it.
These conversations brought me a few points I'd never thought of before. But for my mom, revisiting The Giving Tree was so thought-provoking that after my call, she started a book club meeting about it. Hello, everybody.
That's actually kind of interesting. I would love to have a book club, and then the first book we read is The Giving Tree. That's actually pretty funny. It's not very hard, not very long, and there's a lot to talk about, I suppose.
Just read it, by the way.
Do you guys like the book as a work of art? Do you think it's a thought-provoking thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I definitely think it's thought-provoking. I had not read it in a long time, and I knew what it was about, that the tree was giving, but I didn't remember the end. And as it went along, and the tree kept on giving, and the boy, as he got older, just kept taking, it just made me sad.
Yeah, for me, I mean, it kind of reminds me of my marriage, put it that way, which is soon ending in a divorce. I mean, the boy who eventually, as the pictures portray, is no longer a boy, like grows up to be a man, but it just keeps saying boy, boy, boy. I suppose in a way, you know, he's acting very childish, so maybe that's why it is represented like that. You have a very altruistic individual and then a very selfish one, and the selfish one just keeps taking and taking and taking until the end there's nothing left. And then only at the very end does the selfish person realize, oh, well, I guess I've lived enough of my life. I don't really want anything more. But by that point, the altruistic person, the non-selfish one, doesn't really have anything to give anyway. At the end, like, both people end up with nothing. That's
some good art.
When I first read that book, after not touching it for 40 years,
Yeah. That's some good art.
how much I hated it, and hated the author.
You hated the author, Shel Silverstein?
Yeah, because that was a depressing book. I think that the emotions in the story are way too complicated for a child's mind to understand. One, the tree I thought was a masochist. So if the tree's true self is giving till it's a stump, then I guess you gotta respect that. But if someone knows that their true self is like No, I want other things. If they can realize that faster, kind of a thing. So you have like these two almost perfect beings.
Well, but he was never happy.
Yeah.
Maybe when he was a boy.
Yeah.
When he was a boy, he was happy. When he was a young boy, he didn't really ask much from the tree at all. He just played. But later on, when he wanted things that were more tangible, he found out those tangible items were not making him happy.
Hey, you know,
I might be actually time.
Tangible things and people, like societal like expectations, does that actually make you happy? No, it doesn't. Meanwhile, the tree here was perfectly happy the whole time. Now you could say like, oh, the tree was being used the whole time, but let's just take it from the perspective of why is the tree happy? Well, the tree is happy because it was not looking for tangible goods or societal fulfillments. Like, it wasn't looking for anything. It wasn't trying to escape anything. It was just there.
I think the reason why the tree gave so
Wait,
much.
Seicho, please not working.
tree's
That's a good
way of
email.
being happy.
Okay, it is
So
working.
in some sense, the tree was looking for something. The tree was seeking the happiness by the boy showing up again and again. I mean, it's just interesting after all these years, the reaction I had right now as a much older adult was probably a lot stronger today than it was when I read that book to my children 20-some years ago.
Like the tree's a mom, and the mom just keeps giving everything to the kids, no matter how old the kid gets.
Yeah.
So there is that interpretation.
Yeah, there's that, which I don't like because I feel like a stump right now. I feel like I'm totally a stump.
And of course, the children, they grow up
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they
yeah.
leave the house. My final thoughts are, now that I've read this much later in life, is to read this to a child again and see what their thoughts are on the book. Because I wasn't thinking this deeply beforehand.
Well, I don't know if Shel Silverstein wrote this for a child. It was just presented as a children's book, for better or worse. Going back to the starting question of whether I liked it, I think I do like it. In the sense that, you know, it gives me a lot of thought-provoking questions and looking at my own life as well as other people's, whether we are the giving tree or the boy, or hopefully neither one.
So yeah, my final thought was I got very passionate and angry at it, but at this late stage in life, I definitely wasn't angry with it when I was a kid.
I guess the only thing you can say from a literary standpoint is that certainly for a book that's simple in illustration and words, it definitely is thought-provoking as an adult.
Every time I visit my grandmother, she gives me food. Fruits, nuts, even herbs and vegetables from her garden. She gives my mother and my brothers food as well, even my dog. She gives us so much food, we have to convince her to give us less food because we would not be able to eat it all. If one day I said, "What if I gave you food? What if I did chores for you for the food?" I think she would actually be insulted. Because that is not the point. She is not looking for one-to-one reciprocation. She wants us to be healthy, strong, and well-fed.
Another interpretation is that the tree and
is her way of showing
are
love.
not characters, but do
From
have
this perspective,
a whole
the tree's behavior makes a little more sense. This book has been debated a lot over the past 60 years. My idea for this video was that I set out to find an answer, an interpretation that was the most correct. Of course, that was hubris speaking. Even if there are some misconceptions about the book that have been propagated, the raw emotional disturbance is still there for many. People feel passionately about this story, and these feelings are unlikely to be resolved. My theory is that even Shel Silverstein himself, at least a little bit, regretted the conflict his most famous story made from its ambiguity. Or maybe he simply softened his heart after the birth of his daughter, his first child. That's why he, I assume, removed the "but not really" line in the animation he recorded 7 years after the story was published, in an effort to make the story a little more soothing. Yes, the tree was indeed just happy to give. But maybe this is trying to fix something that was never broken. The Giving Tree is a great work of art. It is famous and has stood the test of time not because it is comfortable, because it is obvious, but because it is ambiguous. What people take the message of the book to be says more about the person than it does the book.
Yeah.
If there is a simple moral to the story, I see it as a dual moral. Kids, don't be a jerk that only shows up when you want something and never gives back. Adults, don't be a doormat. But this will happen, in part or in whole. I did a survey of my audience just to get an idea of what they thought of the book. The most thought-provoking answers came from what people thought the message of the Giving Tree was. One commented, "People are endless caverns of need. Your child will eventually leave for long periods of time to seek out their own way in the world. They will take a lot from you. You will wish that they would contribute to you just like they did in the past. They will be worn down by life.
The way in which
struggle.
the tree can interact
They will
with the
come
rest
back
of the world.
unhappy because the search for happiness is a flawed premise in itself. Happiness is fleeting." Another thought from the survey. The ending, taken optimistically, is a mother running herself to empty and still being the rock her child can find solace in after so many years. Taken pessimistically, it is the story of a parent whose child causes them to self-destruct in an effort to provide. You will be surprised what you will do for love that you would never do before. You should prepare for that. If there is a happier note I can end on, it is this. Depending on the species, it's not impossible for a tree to regrow from a stump. As long as the root system is intact, a new tree can sprout from the old stump, though it may look a little strange. The rules for the magical Giving Tree are not clear, but I see no reason why it wouldn't be possible that one day the tree will return. Changed, certainly, but still alive and well.
Yeah. If there is no boy, the tree would simply stand there and eventually die in the forest. When they interact, the tree can only give because it only has the ability to give. That's a great interpretation. I love that. People really seem to confuse "I don't like what's happening in the story" with "this is a bad story." That's true.
Reminder that if family sleuthing interests you, sign up for a 14-day free trial with the link below and enjoy all My Heritage has to offer.
Wow, also great video. Good job, Solar Sands. Poggies. This story makes me sad. It is responded to with vitriol. True. Yeah, it's the death of media literacy, IMO. I love Solar Sands. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I agree. I think it's also why people will go like... Oh, the story has sex in it? Pervert. Regardless of the content of the story. Very strange. A lot of people seem to have very strange reactions to sex in media now. Other than it being like, oh, that's cool. Sexy, horny, whatever. Or ew, sexy, horny. Like, those two reactions I can kind of understand. It's like, oh, I don't like it in this moment, or yeah, I like it in this moment. But it's like anger or like real, just like physical disgust. It's so strange to me, but I don't know. I think it's abstinence only education actually working the way it's supposed to. Oh yeah, makes sense. They aren't married! Whatever.
Salutations, Rangers.
But for the kids who are anti-porn crusaders, I feel like they're going to get a rude awakening. It's very...
It's General Belly 101,
Yeah.
back at you again with some more lore. And in today's video, boys and gals, we're talking about something pretty epic. Because if you're a Warhammer fan, you know that Astartes is back, baby, and better than ever. And to the very few of you who weren't glued to your screen, absolutely engorged by the sheer love of Space Marine goodness that we got during that amazing trailer, you will have noticed that there's a couple new Marines involved.
Yeah, you got some silverware, but really?
Hey, Monster on the beat, ho, Debo, rap, nigga, he a free throw, man down, call like ambulance, tell him free, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all in your mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. I feel good, get the fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the size. I see dead people. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pull on him, extort shit, but he definitely on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block.
Thank you so much, by the way, for stopping by. Have a good day.
They tell me Trevor's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. That fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Insane. What the fuck?
If you're anything like me, you're probably wondering about current event topical issues. Look at this map. Now look at this one. What you probably didn't notice is that these aren't just maps. They're images that display the geographical location of things that exist on Earth. This is Ronald Reagan. This is a volcano. This is a little baby. My question is, how did we get from here to here? We might learn that the CIA isn't that bad after all. Hello, idiots. Hello. Before we dive into the meat of the video, we must first ask, SpongeBob, is he a good neighbor? Yes, this video was edited on iMovie. By the end of the video, we'll have learned how the CIA killed the Fairly Odd Parents.
What? Pardon?
If you asked me to name the top 10 things I thought
Next thing I want to take a look at. Okay. I saw a third creator clash has hit the towers. I wanted to take a look at the matchups. Who's poised to fight? I know.
You can tell I was homeschooled because I don't.
Okay, let's take a look. L.A. Beast versus Harley Morenstein. Who the heck is L.A. Beast?
He chugs.
He looks like a powerful man for sure. Damn, this guy's fucking big as shit. He's 200 plus. I was gonna say, bro, I'm 6 foot 200 pounds. I'm 6 foot 200 pounds. I look like me and you look like you. Something happened. Your 200 pounds got into you differently. All right, then we got Harley. Sapnap versus Tubbo? Is that not drama?
Yeah, it is. It is drama.
Wet noodle ass fight. Come on, bro. Come on, leave him alone, bro. 5'6", 147 pounds.
They are so tiny.
Winner wins the drama. Look, I'm not gonna lie. If Sapnap wins, I side with Dream. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. Sorry, strong guy wins. That's why even when I'm in with beef with Logan Paul, I'm still low key on his side. It's how it goes. I'm sorry. I had a dream about Logan Paul last night. Me, Logan Paul, and Jake Paul were in a tuk-tuk, and I was driving, and I was late, and so they lost $25,000 on their contract with Vince McMahon. And they were mad, and I said, what are you going to do? You could have driven the tuk-tuk. And then we got into a shouting match about who should have drove the tuk-tuk. So anyway, that was what the fuck happened to me last night. Kevin Lurdwitchigal versus Myth. Myth? Okay, hopefully Kevin's got some experience. That looks like a tricep of someone with some experience here. That looks like a decent tricep here. Is this an artist?
Yes. You don't know
Productions.
You don't know.
It's an artist.
Dude, oh my god, brother.
Is this the Has Been Hotel or some shit?
He hasn't watched Digital Circus?
Oh, it's its own thing called Digital Circus.
Watch Digital Circus,
okay.
girl.
Well, they're going against Myth. And this is Myth's third time boxing? Fourth time boxing? It's a lot of boxing sessions for Myth, right? Third? Because chess boxing and the other Creator Clash?
You know who it should have been? It should have been Kevin Lurdwitchigal versus the guys from that are making the
This video is sponsored by
they're making a spoof of Space Marines.
Are you eating though?
This movie's good.
Never catching cases while they faces look so emo. Watch a hater hate me, wanna play me like a piano. My architect, no Japanese. No girl, she Japanese. No hands like Socrates. No boys like Socrates. Take none of these.
Yeah.
Like me. No, I ain't checking out these. But I bounce with a crowd. Tell a crowd. I'm winning. Yeah, I'm winning. I'm winning. Yeah, I'm winning. Rich kid, paint me as a villain. Don't be mad cause I'm doing me better than you doing you. Don't be mad cause I'm doing me better than you doing you. Don't be mad cause I'm doing me better than you doing you. Better than you doing you. Get what you want. Buy my check cause you shop at IKEA. So Maserati you whipping the Kia. Spending this money is smarter than me. Look like a Cobra loving in Sophia. Looking on broke man, wouldn't wanna be a friends with a dope man. Bring a girlfriend man, tell me when I see her.
Krillin was cool in this.
Why? Don't be mad cause I'm doing me better than you doing you. Don't be mad cause I'm doing me better than you doing you. Don't be mad cause I'm doing me better than you doing you. Better than you doing you. Get what you want.
Movie's good. The King of Haters is crazy. Green Goblin does hate the fuck out of Spider-Man.
number 2! Jerk! Go, 1.
You're going to have to contend with me, Invader. Answer me. Who are you? An old-fashioned superhero. What? So.
Needs to be the ultimate life form!
What evil secret organization are you talking about? I'm talking about you guys! That's why they had you kidnap a little girl! You're wrong!
Try and calm down, Gamma! 2.
We need to have a talk.
Whoa! I had no idea it was you in there, King Piccolo!
Piccolo? This is not gonna end the way it did before.
You mean you're not gonna run?
What are you doing here, Piccolo? You're asking me that now? Focus on the fight! Oh, all right! Do anything.
Oh, that's boring. Sorry, bud. Your little upgrade is cute, but it won't be nearly enough to keep up with me.
Seems like you don't get tired. Damn, this guy's good! Even my power-up still wasn't enough!
Wait! How's unfortunate?
Seems like there's a decent guy in the...
So what if they have?
Genta!
There's no way that's
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Invisible. 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 Shout.
discouraged by the noise, living without choice.
they say my name. When the healing come, the healing come. My name.
The dreamers wish away. It's falling on my face. The shape of my disgrace.
When you get out near a heart, they say.
As the talking goes, it's a one way road. No fault, no blame. Cause the memory's gone. Are you feeling numb? Until I become
Invisible. No one knows your word. They say, the Henry come and a healing from the word. I say,
voiceless crowd isn't backing down when the air starts red with a loaded hesitation. Can you say my name? Has the memory gone? Are you feeling numb? Have we all become
invisible. I want to see something. Brown sugar. Chunk? Is he gonna make... It's actually this. Also, this? Is he just gonna make Chunk?
These are unripe plums, and they taste horrible. But then why would they sell them in local supermarkets? Well, that's because if you cover them in sugar for 6 months, they make a delicious sweet and tart syrup called mechitung. And you might have seen it in the movie Parasite in this scene here. I bought these for about $4.50 a kilo, but they're not as big as some of the ones that I've seen. After thoroughly washing, then drying in the sun, I'll pick off any remaining stems, along with removing any bruised or damaged plums. I'll weigh out all my plums, then weigh out the same in sugar. Luckily, I had just about 2 kilograms of plums, so I'm just using 2 1-kilogram bags of brown sugar. I'll throw the plums into a clean container, layering plums and sugar and so on, making sure to end up with sugar on top to cover everything. Then I'll close this up and leave it somewhere cool and dark for about 6 months for all this sugar to draw out the liquid of the plums, and I'm also going to let it ferment too. These are unripe plums.
The two main weaknesses of a symbiote in the Marvel Universe are
fire and sound.
And their weaknesses aren't a result of their biology, but a result of how they were created. Because this dude with some Black & Decker Pecker Wreckers is called Null, and he is the creator of all symbiotes and the King in Black. And what Null is most notable for being is a slayer of Celestials with his sword called All Black the Necro Sword. You may remember it from Thor Love and Thunder, where there was no reference to Null whatsoever. And All Black is technically the very first symbiote, and its construction is how all future symbiotes develop their fears of fire and sound. because All Black was forged inside of the severed head of the Celestial that Null killed before he was banished back to the Void. Because when you're forging a sword, you're dipping it in fire and profusely hitting it over and over with a hammer, creating sound, which inadvertently becomes the weakness of all future symbiotes. But what I think needs to be hammered home about this situation is that they are not physical weaknesses anymore. If a symbiote is strong enough, they will resist these weaknesses. The two main weaknesses of a
Okay, I'm gonna end stream and I'm actually just gonna go to sleep, I think. Bye bye. I'm going to bed at 10, even though I slept all night because